When I look at the problems of the Middle East, especially with Israel and the Palestinians, I often wonder how you can have peace in the Middle East. Now, um, Islam looks at Jesus as another prophet like Muhammad, and Israel does not recognize Jesus. They're still waiting for him to come, so that um, you see, you'll only have peace if the Prince of Peace is in your heart. That is Jesus. If Jesus is in the hearts of these two people, perhaps you'll have some peace. Because even families that are Christians, you still have war. So, but still, something is wrong there. Maybe they were just nominal or just hypocrites and purporting to be in Jesus. Because if they were really and truly, they would have found unity. But Israel, in my view, and the Palestinians have the same religion because Israel holds on to the Torah and to the Bible, but they're something else, man. They rejected Christ and God and everything else, and they are doing their own thing. So, in actuality, they're not under God's, um, the God of the Bible's um, dominance. He doesn't dominate their lives, just like Islam. Islam is not under the God of the Bible life. So why can't they still get along, even though they're of the same religion? Well, as I say, it's only when you're in Jesus that you're gonna have peace. Even if you're in the other religion, you're still gonna have peace. And some people are having sleepless nights. I'm gonna ensure that these boys live together and all that. I won't waste time with that, man, because look, these folks really having fun. Um, they like war. They like the crap, and I'm not gonna have no sleepless nights over that. I'll try my best to come out of the position where it's my responsibility. Let somebody else take that on because, man, sometimes I think of myself. I wanted to be a psychiatrist, and I wanted to create a different type of psychiatry, which I'm gonna give credence to a variety of disciplines, which I think would help me to be more effective as a psychiatrist, as opposed to just medicine and mental activity. I want to bring in the whole gamut of um, um, cultures and experiences and and materias, as they have Spanish called subjects. Bring in, um, um, say, history, and bring in some a variety of things. But while I'm sweating it and trying to figure out how to help this person's out in the sun and out in the beach having fun. And when I come back and I say, look, I have this plan. Here, don't tell me, oh yeah, that sounds real good, but you know what? No, 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 that can't work, man. Go back and think of something else. So I go back and I working all night. I can't sleep. I'm trying to get something to help this person partying and smoking up and carrying on and having fun. I say, look, I have these other plans here. Say, oh no, each one of them just can't work, man. You got to go back again and say, man, come on, bro. You can't even pay me for this kind of work you giving me here now. Listen, this is your life, and if you wouldn't find a plan for yourself and see my plans that are supposed to work, but you just want to continue having fun according to the way you see it as thinking as fun, man, you better take care of yourself. You're a history. I don't come back again. I don't have no part of this thing. So I figure like the better thing is to do is stay away from this because it just drives you into the ground, and you become sometimes so naive to think that your ideas and your experience is what will work on this person. And so in the Middle East, man, I just like in Europe, I'm not even gonna waste time with that. When they have peace finally, let me know. But all this trials and all that stuff, I got other things to study. I want Florida to give me back my child, for taking my child and violating my rights. That's what I want to. That's what I'm thinking about right now. And you see, nobody helping me with that. Nobody, not in the courts, and even worrying about it. Okay, so I got my problems, and I get no help. So hey, Europe and Middle East, may y'all take care of your business, yes.